Welcome to video number 3 for our Ironman video training. This video will speak about confidentiality and safety protocols. Confidentiality is the characteristic of being kept secret, an intimacy of knowledge shared by a few who do not divulge it to others. The term is most commonly used with respect to legal and ethical issues. So as an Ironman, much like AMS staff, we are to maintain confidentiality if we are told something, hear something, or see something, because in many cases, this is specific to a student and could be identifiable of a student or a group of students. So we must keep this information private and respect that privacy by not passing on the information to anyone else without proper consent. This could include information such as names of students and their behaviors, or it could include groups of students and their behaviors as well. Also includes what you might see, hear, or be told with regards to individuals, groups, or the general campus. We ask that Ironmen not take any pictures while on campus except to be shared with campus personnel for the sole purpose of the safety and well-being of the students and staff. If any Ironman were to see anything unusual or suspicious, we ask that they report that to school personnel as soon as possible. Within the operating guidelines for the Ironman, there is a 1.5-page sheet on confidentiality. We ask that our Ironmen read that 1.5-page document on confidentiality and then sign the confidentiality agreement and make sure that is on file with our staff before beginning your first Ironman. Next is safety protocols. Humble ISD, all staff, regardless of whether campus or department staff, have gone through a standard response protocol training that tells you how you were to act in certain situations. We are going to watch a 7-minute video that was put on by Humble ISD Safety Division so that you could watch that and be familiar in the case that one of these emergency situations were to take place.
Hello, and welcome to Non-Campus Facility Safety SRP training. The purpose of this training is to orient you to the district's safety and security practices. Our aim is to create awareness and provide you with the knowledge you need to understand your roles and responsibilities with regard to safety. There are many common practices you must follow to ensure that you know what to do in case of an emergency. In Humble ISD, it is important that you are familiar with the Standard Response Protocol, also known as SRP. SRP is multi-hazard approach, action-based, and can be used at any facility to which you are assigned. Throughout our district, you will find these many posters hanging up everywhere. It is important that you become familiar with the language, symbols, colors, and action steps of each icon. Each action is always followed by a directive. And every action has specific instructions. Purple is hold. Hold in your office or area and clear the halls. Blue, secure the perimeter, meaning get inside, lock outside doors. Red is lockdown, locks lights out of sight. Green is evacuate, and a location may be specified. Orange is shelter in place, where they will state the hazard and the safety strategy. Fire evacuation zones. In the event of a fire alarm, each office has been assigned a specific evacuation route and a specific zone outside of the facility to reassemble. Extended evacuation involves procedures used in a variety of school emergency situations when remaining in the building could be unsafe. This type of evacuation includes moving building occupants to a designated safe area. Lockdown. The action facilities will take to secure buildings and grounds during incidents that pose an immediate threat of violence inside the building. The primary objective is to quickly ensure all staff and visitors are secured away from immediate danger. No matter where you are in the building, the objective remains the same: avoid, deny, defend. So, how to handle active shooter situations? First, avoid. Finding a safe exit is the best option. Staff should always have an exit strategy for the buildings they spend the most time in. Deny. If finding a safe exit is not possible, staff should then deny entry to anyone seeking to cause harm. If the door does not have a lock, furniture can be used to block the door. And defend. As a last resort, physical defense against the attacker can be used. In a lockdown, remember locks, lights, out of sight, and learn to be silent. And stay out of sight of the corridor window. Orange, shelter in place. Shelter in place is a short term measure designated to use a facility as a safe haven against chemical or biological atmospheric threats, such as a chemical plant release or train derailment. In situations like this, no persons will be allowed in or out of the facility, depending on the spill and the location of that spill. Severe weather. And what exactly is a tornado watch? When conditions are conducive to the development of tornadoes in and close to the watch area. So during a tornado watch, please postpone all outdoor activities, review tornado sheltering maps, monitor email if no power outage, be prepared to move from the susceptible areas of your building to safer areas. For tornado warnings, a tornado warning can be defined as when a tornado has been sighted or indicated on radar and is occurring or imminent in the warning area. So during a tornado warning, please move to designated shelter locations. If outside or in a temporary building, immediately move staff into the building. Shelter next to an interior wall away from windows, skylights, and long span roof sections. Report missing or injured staff and visitors, and remain in the shelter location until an all clear message is issued. Blue, secure the perimeter. Secure the perimeter involves procedures used in a heightened state of security to secure the building and protect building occupants where a higher than normal threat, such as a robbery or domestic unrest, is present near or in the vicinity of the facility. The secure the perimeter condition is used as a preventative measure when threat of danger is outside the building and may be in place for a few minutes or longer periods of time until the threat to safety is resolved. In situations of secure the perimeter, all doors will be locked. No one can enter and no one can leave. But you will still be able to conduct business as usual since the threat is outside of the building. Purple means hold in your office or area. There are situations that require staff to remain in their office or stay out of access areas. For example, an altercation in the hallway may require keeping staff out of the halls until it is resolved. Or a medical issue may require only one area to be cleared, with halls still open in case outside medical assistance is required. Situational awareness. Situational awareness has been taught to members of the military and law enforcement for decades, but this concept applies to everyone. So please be mindful. Mindful is a state of active, open attention on the present. When you are purposeful about being focused on what is happening in the present moment, you are more in tune with your surroundings. Ditch the distraction. Our cell phones are an essential tool, yes, but they can also be a distraction. Remove the distraction. For example, when walking, don't text. Look up and be aware of what is going on around you. See something, say something. Whether you're witnessing an unkind act or see a hazardous situation, it's important to report incidents to help address the issue proactively. And technology apps such as iHelp make it easier for individuals to report an issue electronically and anonymously.